Hey guys, welcome back to this video. And I left my computer on with this browser on for a little while, so it's down to -4 mil right now. So our cost of living is heavy when you're retired. So you want to have a lot of money when you retire. I'm just gonna change that. Fortunately, when you use your brain, you can make a lot of money very easily. So I'm gonna get a lot of business ideas. And guys, you know what? Programming is all about making money. You know, if you gotta make money to make programming ideas happen. That's how you live a happy, long, healthy life with a lot of friends. I'm just gonna press this a few more times just to make myself feel good. I'm gonna go all the way to 10 mil, just for practice. 10 mil. Come on, guys. Let's go to 11 mil. All right, 11 mil and 12 mil. All right. $12.9 million. That's my net worth. Alright guys, so to do that, first we have to get the header, we have to get the Bootstrap buttons, the friend button, the business idea button, and the lottery button, and the net worth system here, and then we got to go get a picture. I think I got this from a free icons download page, so I think I'm okay with using this, and I hope no one cares if I use like a simple arrow picture. Like I could make it in Photoshop, but it's been a while since I used Photoshop. I used to do PSD conversions and very basic Photoshop designs before, but I don't do it anymore. So over time, I used to use Photoshop back when Photoshop CS4 came out. So like a couple of years ago, like 5 years ago, that's when I was learning how to do web design. So times have certainly changed. You don't buy Photoshop anymore. In fact, if you go to adobe.com, you don't even buy the program anymore. It's a software as a product system, SaaS or something, software as a service. So it's like, if you go to Photoshop, I think it's like $10 per month. Software as a service. Oh shit, it's not. Oh well, the Creative Suite is $20 per month. So I don't think you can even buy it outright. You can't even buy it outright. So software, the pace of change in software is changing because that's how fast software is developed these days, and Photoshop is improving day by day. So if you want to get into the software business, that's how it's like. Anyways, I'm just going to increase this. I'm going to increase this. And let's see. I got to increase that. And so this is our blank page. It's index3.html, and if we go back here, it's index3.html, and the first thing we have to do is we have to get our skeleton going on. So our framework-based framework. So we go to sorry guys. So we go to this, and I think okay. So basically, this is Bootstrap. This is jQuery. We're not going to use jQuery, but I think it's just good to have if you're going to use Bootstrap. Just you might as well have it. And the type of applications that I build are usually very basic, simple page applications where the speed or scalability is not a big issue. That's kind of where I'm going for the types of software that I'm programming and showing you guys how I do my programming. So once again, we have Bootstrap, the CSS and the JavaScript for it. Then we have the font awesome. Technically, I could use font awesome for like the icons. If I go back to my page, I could technically use like a phone button or something like that. In fact, if I could probably do that right now. Let's go to font awesome icons, and let's see what kind of business icons we can create. So we have let's see, do we have like phone? No, we have headphones. I need a phone. Mobile microphone, mobile phone. Oh yeah, phone square. All right. So to use this, we have to have this going on. So I'm just gonna copy and paste it into the file that's this one. I'm not gonna show you which one it is because it's in a separate window, but I'm going to add it in. So I'm gonna go space add, and that should do it. There you go. We have a phone button, and I want a little bit of space. So let's just gotta go like that. NB space. All right. So let's do one more space here. Whoops. NB space. All right. All right, so we have our friend button here with our phone button, and I'm going to show you how we do that in our tutorial as well. I'm not going to do it for the business idea. Friend, phone, that's the only one that I'm looking for. So I'm just showing you the benefits of having something like Font Awesome and Bootstrap. Guys, listen, like, sorry guys, I get uncomfortable when my net worth goes to a negative, so I'm just gonna pop that up and move that all the way up to like a couple of mil. I should have like a multi button, but I haven't designed this for getting the buttons a lot, so I'm just doing this right here. But okay, so I'm gonna go all the way to 12 mil again. That'll give me some time. You know what? I'm gonna leave. I'm just gonna well, once I begin coding, I won't have to look at this anymore. So that's fantastic. But basically, the number that I set it to is a random number between 100,000 and 200,000 with a 0 at the end, because I like 10. And that's the random number that gets generated each time. So we get a random number, and it's not the same boring number each time. So that's one of the benefits. And what I should have done with this program application is I should have made a hierarchy button where you're the boss, because if you're the boss and you work a lot and you get other people to work and click that button for you, you can make 100 million real easily. I should have done that, but I'm going to stick with the basic concept for this video. I'm not going to go too in deep on how to program this and how to program that. We're going to write about 150 lines of JavaScript code in this tutorial anyway, so it's not going to be a quick tutorial anyhow. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Get your seatbelt buckles on, and we got to understand how this works. All right, so having said that, we're going to go back here. So I have explained to you what our Font Awesome is, and we have our vue.js. We're not actually going to use vue.js, but basically I intended this to be a vue.js tutorial, but what I realized was that to create animations like buttons moving and clicking and doing functionalities, vue.js is not good for this. This is specifically a JavaScript, jQuery JavaScript type of application, and I used JavaScript instead of jQuery because I believe jQuery is on its road out. It's still massively popular, but I like to think of what's going to help you in the long run. And if you want to learn, Vue.js and AngularJS are basically frameworks that are replacing things like jQuery right now. So to make a lot of good money, you have to you have to formulate good ideas that are outside of your thinking box. So you have to go with Vue.js or AngularJS if you want to be a front-end developer, and you have to know a lot of good JavaScript. And if the benefit of learning JavaScript is that you can do some things like Node.js, a ton of like React.js, ton of like different types of frameworks for various different ideas, and JavaScript is becoming more powerful every year. So I'm making this tutorial for JavaScript so I can reach a large amount of audience for helping people with JavaScript, and that's what we're creating this sorry guys. I'm talking too fast. So that's basically what I'm trying to create this tutorial for, so you get a lot of benefit out of it for the long run. I want a lot of people to benefit out of this tutorial, and to reach the most amount of audience, JavaScript is one of the most popular web programming languages, and that's why I'm focusing this tutorial on JavaScript. Okay guys, so we have our base. So we're going to create a container, and then inside we're going to create an app, and then we can create a script tag here where we're going to do our JavaScript. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a row, and here we're going to say header 1 business plan, and then in row we're going to do text center. Refresh the page, and we have business plan, and text center. So next we want to create this left side here. So we're gonna do we're gonna split the page in half. So we're gonna create another call. We're gonna create another. Technically it's a row, but we're gonna call it a call sm6 times 2, and we're gonna have these two. All right, so this side is going to be the left one. This right here, this is going to be the left because it's the first one with the column of 6, Bootstrap column of 6, grid system of 6, and this is going to be the second column with the next 6 Bootstrap grid system columns of the 6 on the right. So this is the 6 on the left, this is 6 on the right. So let's see. We have to then go row, and then we're going to create a custom style called center. And inside here, we're going to create a button. We're going to create another row. And inside here, we're going to create a button called business ideas. Business idea, singular. So we're going to create a class of button success. And we're going to give this an ID of business. So if we're going to go back here, we refresh the page. We have it to the left here. I wonder why it's so far out left. Let's go this. And oh, it's centered. That's why, right? We have the center here. So let's create the center. And it should be large. But basically, if you do Bootstrap, it doesn't get this large, even if you go give it a class of button large, which we can do if we go here and we say button large. We go back to our page. It gets a little bit larger, but it's never going to get this big, like this big right here. If we click on this multiple times, it's never going to get this big or even this big. We have to create a custom font for this. So basically, you know what? I'm too tired of clicking on this all the time, so I'm gonna switch it right now just for the tutorial. I'm gonna switch the earned income to about 1 mil each time we do it. So I'm gonna go back to my file that I already have that I'm copying the code and teaching you guys from, and I'm going to multiply it by a couple of zeros. So now if we go back here, refresh the page, friend, business idea. Now we get a couple mil, so that should be much better. All right, so now we're worth like a lot of mils. So that's basically what I want. Now that's never gonna zero. That's never gonna deplete. So you want to be a billionaire. That's what you want to be. Let's go all the way to a billion. Billionaire. I like big numbers. Billionaire. All right, so okay, we're $1 billion. We're never gonna deplete this money. All right, so but you can create this number to whatever custom number you want, and I'm going to show you how to do that further down the tutorial. All right, so we're going to do business idea, and we're going to remove this button large because we want to customize this. So right now what we're going to do is we're actually going to create this center style. So we're going to go up here and we're going to go style. And we're gonna go center and text align center. This is what we want. All right, so refresh the page and it's center. So it's still small, but we're gonna make it large. And let's say, you know what? Let's create the large one right now. So we're actually gonna create all the CSS styles right now that we're gonna use later. So we're gonna go biz large one, and we're gonna create a lot of these. So I'm just gonna do it horizontally. So font size 30 pixels, and we're gonna do 6. We're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and it's going to be 37 pixels. Now you can customize the size, but this is what I like. This because like business ideas have to have a physical space. I used to study hypnosis and neurolinguistic programming, and humans have a 3D visualization. A three-dimensional visualization of thoughts inside their head. So size is very important. So you want to have appropriate sizes balanced out inside your mind about your business ideas. So that's why I'm doing this. And 44 pixels. Now, do you have to learn hypnosis and neurolinguistic programming? Absolutely not. But if you want to learn from someone, if you want to hear someone who's constantly thinking in those terms as well as making money in programming, then you got someone right here for you. All right, so 55. 65, 75. All right, so refresh the page, nothing happens, and we're gonna go if we go here and go biz large 6, refresh the page. Is huge, so we want it staying down at 1. So refresh the page, and that's what we have right now. So now we have to go find an arrow for this. I'm just gonna copy and paste the arrow that I have. So you guys can basically see my file structure. I'm still embarrassed. So wait, I'm just gonna whoops, not this one. I need to go to my folder. All right, I'm gonna go to sites, vue.js. No, not this one. It's tutvids, vue.js, business plan, and it's this up arrow, right? So up arrow. Actually, it's already in the same folder. So we're in I believe index3.html. I'm not sure. We're in index3.html. So it's this file here. And I'm just gonna minimize this so I can show you guys. So this is the file that we're using. It keeps resizing, but that's the file we're using. And the reason I chose green is because, once again, green is the color of money, and you want money to go into your business. All right. So we're gonna reference it, and we're gonna create a div to contain the arrow. All right. So let's go. We're going to create another div, and we're going to give this one a style of height 100 pixels. And the reason why we're giving this one a style height of 100 pixels is because if we don't, then the bottom images keep on going up and down, because the div changes its height depending on how big the business button is, and we want that to be stable so the arrow doesn't move up and down constantly, which is going to be dizzying. So that's why I give it a style of 100 pixels. And then I'm gonna create another div inside here called row and style height 300 pixels, line height of 300 pixels, and inside we're going to create a image. Source is going to be up arrow, because that's what I saved this file for. Alt is going to be green up arrow money. It's always good to have good thoughts about money. And style is equal to height 200 pixels, because this image is really big. So if we go back to our page, refresh, there we go. We have our little file. So if we go back, if we inspect element, the image source is there, and then we have a div that has a line height of 300 pixels, height of 300 pixels, and line height of 300 pixels. So it's basically a big div. All right, so now that we created that, we're gonna go back here, and we're gonna create the friends button with the 2 icons on it. I'm gonna show you how to do that. So we're gonna go back here. We are going to go here and say row and button. It's going to be friends, and then no break space. And we're going to add what we have. Remember, if we went back here, we'll go back here, and I'm just going to copy this because we already have Font Awesome installed, as I showed you earlier. We have Font Awesome right here, so we can use Font Awesome. So I'm going to paste that right here, and I'm going to go here and paste it right here and go no break space. If I go back, here, refresh the page. Whoops, not this one. Refresh the page. There you go. We have, oh, we didn't give it a button class of primary. So we go button class button primary, and we're gonna go large one. And up here we're gonna go here, and right here we're gonna go create large one. So large one, font size 20 pixels. All right, so we're gonna go. This is going to be incremental. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. All right, so we do that, and let's see, 45, and we're gonna go give it a class of large one, which oh, it's spelled wrong, that's why. All right, so I'm gonna do, whoops. All right, and then we're gonna go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we go back to our page, refresh. There we go. We have our friends button. So we have the left side of our little application created, and then in our next video, we're gonna create the right side of the application. So stay tuned for my next video, and I'll see you guys real soon.